Hello everyone. Am I audible to you? Am I audible to you all? Let's wait few more minutes so all of you can join. Hi, hello everyone. Hi Shivangi, Abhishek, Aditi. Okay, so let's start. Let me start by introducing myself. I am Nancy Jain. I am from Computer Science LNCT, currently in 8th semester and going through an internship in VMware. So, as all of you are going to face placements in few months, so let us discuss about the interview preparation and the placement scenarios. If you all have any queries, then you can comment down in the comment section. So, I'll tell you, I'll share my experiences and what works for me, I'll share with you guys. For me, I think firstly, you should have a depth knowledge of the computer science subjects like data structure, operating system, computer network, and DBMS. I mean, you should have in-depth knowledge. I say that not only you just go through the subjects, but you know why. If something is happening, then why it is happening. Let me give you one simple example. Like if there is a cache, so why it is? What is the use of cache? So you should have that in-depth knowledge of all the subjects of the computer science branch. And if you guys have any queries, then you can comment down below. I can question. I can answer that. And the second important thing which works is the coding part. You should know data structure, and you should practice maximum number of problems, coding problems. There are many good websites which are available on the internet, like Geeks for Geeks, HackerRank, HackerEarth, CodeChef, Interview It, many are there. So you can practice coding questions from these sites. I must say, for me, I started from HackerRank and HackerEarth. Basically, there are texts are attached with the problems, like is this problem a easy level or a basic level problem. So you must start from basic and easy level, then go to medium level. So it will also boost up your confidence, and it will help you in interview too, because confidence is much needed in interview time. Uh, I have one question from Deep. Ma'am, may I know which one is better, virtualization or CCNA certification? I must say you can go to virtualization certification. Actually, it depends for what you are applying. It depends. It depends on that. Yeah. So we are on coding part. So for data structure, you can prefer Geeks for Geeks site. Like there is a one free online available course which is known as Pseudo Placement. They give some questions, sort of questions they release with some topics, with some important topics like string, array, linked list, and all these. So every week they releases some new sorts of problems, and you can do that. And every week they have a test also, so you can analyze yourself also by studying through those subjects, those topics, and those data structures. I have one more question. Other subjects than aptitude and coding, what should focus on? So I must say, apart from coding and aptitude, you can go into a technical section, like I said, DBMS, OS, somewhat computer networks. But if you are preparing for a company which is based on networking only, then you should go in depth also for computer networks. And then you must focus on projects, internship, trainings, all that. Uh, s- Yeah, so mainly many students are concerned with coding problem only, like how to solve it. So basically, in an interview, when they are giving you a coding problem, they want to see your logic, the approach you are approaching to a question. So you can write algorithm or the code in any language. It doesn't matter. They just want to see your approach or the logic which you applied, and you build the logic by practicing more and more number of coding problems. So there is one more comment. I want to go ahead for a certification, but I am confused which one to pursue. Okay, so I want to actually clarify. Do you have any specific? Have you targeted any specific company or for that certification? Okay, so next question is, during placement, what will be the parameters on which our code will be marked? Okay, so as I said, they'll just provide you a question, and then you start writing a code or an algorithm. So you should discuss it with your interviewer, that what you are thinking. So make do a some discussion kind of thing in the coding problem, so that they can see what you are thinking in your mind related to that code. So they'll judge you first of all, what is your logic of the code, what you are thinking, how to solve it, how you approach to it. Then if you are writing a code, then they'll see how precisely you have written that code. These all things will be marked. And in online rounds of the coding problem, you should take care of the complexity, because some test cases are designed which cannot be passed in like order of n square complexity. So you have to make the code in n log n or n order of n complexity. Okay. um, Next question is, being interviewed by a core CS company, what does they expect from a EC student applying for a job? Okay, so for the EC student sitting in a core CS company, I must say you first have the knowledge of your own subjects, because these subjects you have studied through 4 years, so they wanted to know what you have studied. Then you should know the basic of computer science, like basic data structures. You should be able to write programs of some simple programs which are very common programs. So you must be able to write code of those programs, and somewhat knowledge of computer science subject specific to company, like on in which company you are sitting. Like DVMS, you should know some basic queries. OS, operating system, you must know some basic concepts of operating system for an EC student. Sorry. Next question is, ma'am, which other language we should learn with Python, or any Python is only Python is sufficient? Actually I am a Java developer, but I started Python in company for development. So I say uh, Python, by Python you can code, but if you want to make any project, then you should learn any framework also of it, like Panda or Django. Any framework you should go with any framework also. Next question is, how many training certificate is necessary for a good resume? See, there is a not a list what is good or what is bad. If you have done any certification, do it by heart. You should have knowledge of that subject or that proper thing of which you have done the certification. It is not necessary like one, two, or three certificates you have. By the way, it is mandatory in our college to have one training, I think in the end of sixth semester or the starting of seventh semester. Next question, how much programming skills would be required for a basic package of 4 LPA? So for the basic package, I would say you must know all the basic codes which are easily available. If you Google it, then it is easily available. What is the most frequent asked coding questions? Like palindrome and palindromic series, string questions, which are mostly frequently asked. So I must say basic programming skills can work for a 4 LPA package. You must, if you want to go in a for 4 LPA, then you should more focus on aptitude part and the computer science skills. Next question, ma'am, how to be prepared for facing DS and algo question in interview round? Okay, so in interview round, as I said, it is little bit different as compared to the written round, because in written round you have to clear all the test cases. There is no one to judge you. They'll just see the final result if you have cleared all the test cases or not. But in interview, someone is sitting in front of you. They'll see your approach. Like so, when they give you a coding question, suppose they have given you any coding question, so you just read the question and you make some approach in your mind. So you'll first discuss that approach with your interviewer, like what you are thinking, and then start writing on a paper of that approach. Okay, important. Next question is important topics for DSA. Important topics are strings, array. There are so many variety of questions for arrays, linked list, trees. I think so. I have not, as far as I said in the placements, I have not seen any graph related questions. Next question is, which coding platform we should use, like HackerRank, HackerEarth, or Maniboard? You can use any coding platform like HackerRank, HackerEarth. They all are very good for practice, and they are also having some live competitions there, coding competitions. So you should participate in that also. So it will boost up your confidence in coding. And for learning purposes, I would suggest Geek for Geeks, because it has a very wide range of coding problems arranged very in a very nice manner. So it will be very easy for you guys to cover the topics, frequently asked topics from Geeks for Geeks. Next topic is, what was your project and on which technology? Okay, so my project is named as Seekers, and it is for the farmers. Like a farmer of a village can sell their product to any of the marketplace, and it is on JavaScript. I use Node.js on that. Sorry. Next question. I'm an average coder. Do I have a chance in a company like VMware? Yeah, sure. Don't think like this, like if you have a chance or not. Just practice and be confident enough. You can reach what is your level. You can reach up to that. You should practice, and yeah, you can reach, I think so. Next question is, what type of question they asked in interview related to your project? Okay, so related to your project, they'll ask some questions like about the implementation of your project, and in some good companies they'll make you to draw the like the class diagram or some diagrams of your projects. Like if you have done the database part, they'll make you write some queries for the project. They'll make sure that you have only done your project, not you have copied the code from internet or something else. So they'll ask like the implementation, from where the idea, if you have some unique idea, then from where the idea has came, what is the future of your project, what you are thinking to take your project up to which limit. So these are questions they will ask. Next question is, how and what to prepare for premium packages? So for premium packages, I must say, you should know, first of all, you must be clear of all the basics of computer science, data structure, and algorithms. Then you must opt for the average level questions of coding in coding platform, and you must have a good one nice project which you have only made and implemented some new idea. And if you have any exposure to professional life, like done any internship, then it is the plus point. So that's it. Mainly they'll check what you have mentioned in your resume. So be careful while mentioning something in your resume also. Next question, ma'am, is it necessary to learn data structure for double branch to pursue IT company which comes in our college? I must say, for other branches, I mean non-CS branches, you must know the basics of data structure, like what is array, linked list, tree, or some basic programs of array, like palindromic programming, or some basic programs of string. So basic programs will help you, I think, in data structure for other non-CS branch students. Ma'am, please tell more about Java language. What did you do on this language specifically to get placement? Okay, so in Java, I must say you should know the concepts of interface, abstract classes, and collections. Basically, collections. And for that, you should make some projects to get the idea, like how you can connect the backend with Java API and Java using Java. So Java, I must say you should know OOPS, abstract, interface, and collections more in more depth. Next question is, what questions were asked from you in your technical interview rounds of VMware? Okay, so I had two technical rounds. So in first technical rounds, they asked me the question related to the core CS subjects of operating system, CN, and DBMS. Mostly they focused on the CN part. Like I said, you should know the in-depth knowledge. Like if this is the thing, then why it is there. You should know what is happening in the backend also. And in the second round, they asked me. My second round was totally based on coding. They asked me 3 to 4 coding questions. They asked me to write the algorithm of the coding questions, and then the third round is the managerial round, in which they asked me about the project and other stuffs. Next question is, how to prepare for aptitude and reasoning. See, aptitude and reasoning, I must say there are some famous sites like from Geeks for Geeks, or if you want to prepare the basic aptitude, then you can go through India Wix, or there is one famous book called R.S. Agarwal. So you can go through these, and the more you practice, the more you get the concepts of aptitude. Because the problem with aptitude is that not only you should know the concept, but you must be able to solve it in limited amount of time. The time which given to you is very limited, and you have to solve so many number of problems. So you must practice it, so that you can get how to solve the aptitude questions in limited number short amount of time. Next question, ma'am. Apart from books, what are the best source for studying core subjects like OS and CN? So for OS and CN, apart from books, I must say you can go through Geeks for Geeks. They have the tutorials for GATE students. They have the tutorials for OS and CN, and yeah, you must go through Geeks for Geeks for OS and CN. Next question is, tips to improve resume. I must say your resume must consist of one or two good projects, your coding abilities, and what you know, like what are the subjects you know in depth, like CS, DBMS, and other stuffs also, like not only the academic part, but apart from academic, some non-academic things should also be there, like what are your hobbies, if you have done anything like in sports or something else, that must also be there. So they can see, because they also want to test your value. Like I said, in the third round, which is managerial round, they want to test you how as a person you are, what are your values. So it will help you in that. Okay, next question is, what VMware looks in a, I think you are writing freshers, what VMware looks in a fresher. uh, I I think I correctly interpreted, like you are asking what is the work culture in VMware. Uh, I think, am I right? So the work culture is very nice. The work is very challenging and interesting, and you are gaining so much knowledge, and you are learning so many things there. Uh, Not learned before. So very new, interesting facts and figures are coming. So yeah, it's very challenging and very interesting. Enjoying it. Ma'am, if you remember, then tell us about coding questions that were asked in your second round interview. Okay, so the I must say I don't exactly remember the question, because they framed some question on the spot. But I must say, one question they have asked me for the named it magic number. and they have given me a number and wanted a number. If we divide that number by its unit place, then the number should not come in a loop. Like if a number ends at 0 at the end or 1, then it is a magic number, otherwise it is not. And they said me I don't want to use nested if else. They have put it some constraints also. So like these questions they asked me, they framed this question on the spot. And I must say the questions is basically from array, linked list or trees. So these questions, these three topics helped me in my second round of interview. uh, Thank you sir, thank you Anuj sir. Next question is, what should our project look like? As I mentioned, you should come up with a project which has a unique idea, which has not implemented till now. So it should be your idea and you must implement it. And you should have in depth, like what you are implementing, you should know it, because at the end you have to tell to the interviewer why you have made this project, what is the use of this project, and what is the future of this project. So your project should be in a working state, and it should have some unique idea. Next question, ma'am, tell us the procedure and your journey of different interviews you gave in your time. Also procedure of VMware, and how much aptitude questions are asked out of total proportion. Okay, so Anuj sir is saying, please tell them about workplace selection, then being a TNP intern and getting offer from VMware. Okay, so let me share my journey. In May, on 20th May, I got selected in Barclays. First of all, Barclays conducted two coding rounds. There is first coding round in which if you got selected, then there will be a second coding round. So in first coding round, there are questions. I don't exactly remember the number, but I think so. There are 4 questions, and if you have done 3 or 3.5 questions, then you will be selected. Questions are of easy to medium difficulty. Now, then there will be a second coding round. In second coding round, it lasts for 6 days, and each day they give one question, and you have to solve that question. So the questions are simple, but sometimes all the test cases are not passing. I remember one question. I have done it in C++, but due to it has some test cases which contain long range of numbers, so that test case doesn't pass. So then I tried it in Java. Since Java consists long range of numbers, so it passed. So like this, we have to, in coding questions, we have to think why it is not passing. Like, is there any complexity constraints, time constraint? We have to think about it. Then they asked me to come Pune for the interview. Then I had an interview round in the Pune. Then in interview, whatever I mentioned in the resume, they checked all my abilities. Like, they started from the Java, they started asking me questions about the abstract classes, and they framed some questions, coding questions including abstract classes, and trying to muggle with me, like if I get confused or am I cleared with my concept. So you must be cleared about your concepts. The interview will try to confuse you, but if you are confident enough in your concepts, then you can easily crack it. And secondly, after Java, in Java, they asked me then collections concepts. After that, they asked me some puzzles which requires our data structure algorithms. Like, they asked me to draw some badminton court. In puzzle, they asked me to draw a badminton coach which consists of 6 rectangles. Like, these questions were asked in in puzzle section. And in SQL query, they have given me very commonly asked queries, like nth maximum. For example, there is an employee table, then the nth maximum salary, I have to write a query for the nth maximum salary. and I have also mentioned some databases like MongoDB. So they asked me question to related NoSQL also. So that's the technical interview of my Barclays. And now coming to the HR interview. In HR interview, actually, when we sit for a company, we must first go through its website uh, thoroughly. Like, what is the company, what products they are making, uh, what is the main source of their revenue. Like these things we should go, because in HR interview they'll ask question related to that. So every company has some its value, like VMware has Epic too. So when we sat on HR round, they'll ask what are our values, and they'll frame some questions. Like, if you are, like, one question I remember, uh, if your best friend is your colleague in a company and he is doing cheating to a company, what will you do? Will you support your best friend, or will you inform your boss about it? So like this question they'll frame and wanted to check your values. So don't be so hypothetical. Don't give some hypothetical answers. Give what you sincerely think. So this approach will work. So that's the scenario of my Barclays interview. Then I came back, and with all the God grace and support of my parents, Anuj sir, and all, I got selected in that. And Anuj sir made me the TNP intern, and I worked for 3 to 4 months there with Anuj sir, under the guidance of Anuj sir, for all the students who are going to sit in the placements. Uh, I'm helping them, and I'm taking some mock interviews for them also. So then VMware came, and I started preparing from VMware nearly 3 to 4 months before, but the actual preparation starts uh, 1 month before the VMware came. So let me take some more question, and then will give you my VMware interview exposure. Amit Dubey is asking if we done a 2 day workshop so we can mention in our resume. See, I think in a 2 day workshop, if you have gained enough knowledge, like you are confident enough in that subject, if the interviewer will ask questions from that, you can answer it, so you can mention it. But if you're not that much confident that you can give any answer to any of the question from the interview on that workshop, then you can just include in your introduction part. Like, while giving your introduction, you can say that I have attended this XYZ workshop for 2 days, and I know this thing of that work, of that topic or of that field. I worked for 2 days. Sorry. uh, Next question. Ma'am, does minor project affect the placement procedure? Basically, it's our college rules that we have to submit the minor project. So we need to make one minor project. But in placement, they will ask you to define to explain your project. So you can explain any of your project. It doesn't mean your minor project. Yeah, but I know some of the interview has specifically asked what you have made in your minor project. So if they'll ask, so you have to say what you have made in your minor project, because because they know before sitting in an interview you have done your minor project. What do you Next question is, what do you recommend between full stack web developer with Django backend, machine learning project, or some cloud based project using Amazon AWS and REST API? I must say these all are so new technologies and very good technologies, and we can't compare like this between all of these. If I must say, if you want to become a developer, then today is a market for full stack developer, not a front end developer or a back end developer, but the company will prefer a full stack developer. So try to become a full stack developer. But if you are through if your interest is through some cloud side and you want to opt some cloud certification, then you can go cloud also, like AWS. And yeah, machine learning is also so, like, so new technology, and so high technology, you can go through, like, but I can't compare between all three these. It depends on your needs, what your interest, and what you are approaching to. uh, Deeptanshu is asking, what did you answer to that question? Which question? I'm not remembering. Can you please comment down? Okay, next question. How we should face the situation when we don't know the answer during the interview? Okay, if you don't know the answer in an interview, then I must say, if you don't have any idea about that question, so you can politely say, sorry, I'm not aware about that. But you must know the answers of basic questions. You can't say this thing in some basic questions which they are hoping that you must know. So if they are asking something beyond your range, so you can say, sorry, I'm not aware of it, or can you please provide me some hints? Next question, can they ask any question about our strength we mentioned in resume? Yeah, it's a very natural thing. If you have mentioned, then yeah, they can ask you in HR round or managerial round about your strength. What is your strength, or how you came to know about it, what you have done to improve it, like these questions they can ask. So actually, what is your strength? So mention that only in your resume. It will be benefited to you also. Okay, so now let me continue my placement journey. So then I know that VMware visit LNCT campus. So I started searching what are the questions asked in VMware, and what, especially for the coding questions, what are the coding questions asked in VMware, and practice those questions. Like as Geeks for Geeks has all the questions which are proper company specific company asked. So but before 1 month I started preparing for all the subject, especially the operating system and the computer networks in depth, because VMware requires technical knowledge. VMware requires, you should be a technically sound person. So they'll in depth, sorry, so they'll ask you in depth about your subjects like operating systems and computer networks. So if you are preparing for VMware, you must have in depth knowledge of those subjects. And if you have done anything in Linux or virtualization or Docker, so it will be very beneficial for you. For me, I have not done, because from starting onwards I have not targeted any specific company like VMware. So I have not done any certification in these things. But if you have done, then it will be benefited to you. But be sure you should know, uh, if you have done like DevOps and these all things, you should have knowledge properly, because they'll ask you questions related to that. And second thing is that you should know coding part very well. So in my first round they asked me the all the technical questions on operating system, CN, DBMS, like this. And in the second my second round was totally on the coding challenges. They have given me 4 to 5 coding problems. If you have completed the easy basics and the medium level problems of the Hacker Rank or Hacker Earth, and done some famous algorithms like Kadans algorithm and famous algorithms, so you can easily crack up with that round, I must say. And be confident enough. If you not getting what's the question, you must be clear that I'm not getting it, can you please explain what you are trying to ask me. So be clear enough, and also make your interview understand clearly what you are thinking and what you are going to do with your question. So in the second round they'll frame some puzzles also in coding, in coding question only. So be prepared for that also. And then the third round begins, that's the managerial round. So in that round they'll ask you about your project, ask you to design some diagrams like class diagrams or something about your projects. What is your project, and all the questions stuffs related to your project. And for me, In the third round only, the interview asked me some HR question also, like if I have given XYZ field in VMware, then will I work for it or not? So like some HR questions will also be asked. So be prepared. Like I'm not prepared in managerial round to give some HR questions. So I'm little shocked there, but I managed to give the answers. And then finally the HR round. So in HR round, if you have reached the HR round, then there is 90%, then you got selected. In HR round, they'll ask some normal questions only, that like where are you from, what is the speciality of your place, and what are your hobbies. And if I ask you about yourself from your friend, then what will they say? Like if what will they say, you are like you are a smart person or intelligent person, these kind of stuff, like normal talk they'll do. Wanted to check your some communication skills, your common sense, these only things in HR round. And then finally they'll declare the result. What I must say, in VMware, if you have to perform in internship also to be there. Like if you got selected, then don't think like yeah it's done. You have to prepare. You have to perform in internship very well. Next question is, what did you answer when they asked that what will you do if your friend is cheating or something? So I said like I keep my professional and personal life separate. So according to professionalism, he is doing wrong to our company. So I must first I'll try to uh, uh, talk to my friend that you are doing wrong, and try to convince him to not do that thing. But if he'll not, and I'll also warn him that I'll say to our boss because you are not doing right. But if he'll not stop that thing, then I'll uh, talk to the higher authority about that thing. Next question, have you mentioned any new technologies in your resume like cloud, AI, ML, etc.? No, not these technologies. I have mentioned Java, Node.js, javascripts, like these things only I have mentioned. Not AI, ML or cloud, because at that time I have not done any of these. So what I have done, only those technologies I have mentioned in which I am confident about. I have mentioned big data. Any specific subject which they target more? So yeah, for apart from VMware, if you say any other company, I must say they focus on DBMS and operating system, mostly on DBMS. But in VMware, they'll mostly focus on operating system and computer networks, mostly on computer networks. Next question is preparation tips for written exam of VMware. Okay, so VMware, I say it is little bit hard as compared to other companies exam. So for aptitude, I prepared. I know the basic aptitude. I have prepared for other companies, and I prepared an average level or basic level aptitude. But for especially for VMware, I prepared the gate aptitude questions from Geeks for Geeks, so that I can know how much is the level of the aptitude can go. So that's why I prepared aptitude gate questions from Geeks for Geeks. And sorry, and it helped me also. So aptitude, and then it comes the technical section. Technical section is also little bit, I must say, medium to hard level of VMware. So you must know all the basics, or all you must be clear in concepts for the written exam. And the code, in art time, the coding question is little easy. uh, so that's not the problem. But the main problem is that each section has its own cutoff, and the cutoff is out of 10 there might be 7 or high. So you must clear that cutoff in each and every section in order to go into an interview round. Next question, ma'am, are only easy level question asked by a non-CS student in the technical round. Uh, for the non-CS students, I must say, according to me, they are asking only basic questions only. It depends on you actually. When you are introducing yourself to them, how you are introducing. If you say that I am confident enough in data structure, so they'll expect you to do some good stuff in data structure. But if you say that you know data structure, so they'll ask some basic questions only. So I must say you must start preparing from basic, and if you have time then you can go like start preparing from easy to basic level, and if you have time then you can go to medium level. So on the sites like hacker rank or hacker earth, especially on a hacker earth, you get the problems with the text like is this a easy or a school level or a medium level problem. So from there you can easily get these problems, I mean category, on which category does this problem fall. Next question is what should be prefer, solo or group project? See, if you're asking for minor project, basically, I think it depends on you. What is your capability? If you are like for me, when I am learning Node.js, then I have made some 2 to 3 small projects individually only because I am learning that thing and I want to learn it completely. So I made independently those projects. But when I have done a minor project, so it is little bit, actually the minor project is so lengthy and I can't do all the things in that. So we did it in group, and people say there is also one more benefit to do it in group because it show your team spirit, how you worked in team. Because in company you are not only the individual, you have to work in a team. You have like in company also you have done one thing, and so many people are depending on that thing. So you have to work on team, so it will show your team spirit also. But if your project is if your idea and the project is small and you can complete it, so you can do it solo also, there is no problem. Next question, from where you had done your internship? Actually, in my college time I have not done any internship. I have done training from Appin in big data. Next question, certification course is important for placement? See, sorry, certification indicates that you are qualified in something, so you are having knowledge of that thing. So if you are having certification, it is good, it is good for your resume. But if you're not having certification, then also it doesn't matter a lot. You can say I know this thing. By certification you got a tag that you know this thing, so they'll ask you question according to that only. So if you have done any certification, it is good, it is good to do certification because it improves our knowledge also. So and it will help you in resume also. If you have time and if you are interested, so I think you can proceed with your certifications. Next question, have you faced any algorithms of OS during any of your campus round? By algorithms, I mean, by algorithms of operating system, you mean that disk scheduling algorithms or what? Basically, from OS, what I have faced is not the algorithm part. They are not going to give you any question which involves calculations or algorithms. I mean, I can say you must know if there are some famous algorithms, then you must know it, and you should know the idea of it. They'll ask you the question, and they want to know whether you know what is going behind this. If this thing is happening, then you must know what is going behind it. Okay, so I think I have covered all of these questions. Any questions you have? Any more questions? For I must tell you, like for your preparation, like you are going to face placement in coming next 2 to 3 months. So you must be confident. Don't lose your confidence. You should be confident. You are able, you are capable to reach anywhere. Just focus on your hard work. Just focus on your hard work. Do what is required for a company, like practice aptitude, core technical subjects and coding problems, and just be confident in interview also. Next question. We have less time for placement, so how we manage or prepare for placement? Okay, so since you don't have enough time, so I must say first you have to analyze like what is your weak point and what is your strength, like what you have done, what is your good point. So don't need to invest time in that thing again and again. If you are good enough in that, so keep it aside for some time and focus on that what is your weak point and which is also necessary in placements. Because if it is necessary, then they'll surely ask you in placement. So this is the time you must focus on that part which is your weak part and which is important for placements. And first analyze yourself and make target for yourself, like how you are doing, how you will do in the coming few months. Like you have done something, then keep it aside and make a target, like in next coming week I'll complete my this thing. And in the next also test yourself from there are many sites which give you the question, previous question asked. So test yourself, like are you now able to answer these questions or not. So first analyze yourself and then make the strategy accordingly. Next question, ma'am, please mention few questions which are usually asked in technical round. Okay, so in technical round, I said they'll ask about your core computer science subjects, coding and projects. So what are the questions they asked? I said there are I can't say specifically the questions here because there are so many, but you can google it. There are many sites like Geeks for Geeks. You can get in which company, what kind of questions have asked in the previous years, and what you so you can practice there the previous question. So it will boost up your confidence also. Next question. Have you done internship before getting placed? No, I haven't done any internship before getting placed. I have done a training from Appen in big data. Uh, Next question. Does present situation affect our placements? Um, that I don't think I am the right person to answer that thing. Um, I think so. Something good will happen and it will not affect your placements. There are other mechanisms also for the placements like online interviews, and I think something will figure it out. Something good will happen and it will be figured it out, and you all will get placed in a good reputed company. Uh, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, मैम इन्फीटीक्यू राउंड 2 से रिलेटेड कुछ बताइए. Actually I have not given the InfiTQ test because I was selected in Barclays, and so I have not given the Infosys test, so I can't say any specific questions required came in InfiTQ, or what are the, I can say the generalization what is required is your skills, practice on coding skills only for those exam also. Okay, I think I have given all of you questions. So at the end, I must say be confident and prepare the best, and the best version will come out from yourself. And all the best for your upcoming placements. I think I have replied to all the questions mostly. Sorry if I left any or I was not able to see. So thank you so much.